Hi everyone, I'm Altea, and in this video we'll go through the worksheet together so you understand what rates and percentages mean and how to interpret them correctly in exam questions. So if you don't understand rates and percentages, you'll drop easy marks. So a common mistake is treating percentages and rates as the same thing and getting the setup wrong. So let's jump right in. So let's begin with section A. State whether each of the following is a rate or a percentage, give a brief reason. So letter A, 15% off the mark price. We can already see there's a percentage sign. So we can say percentage, sorry that looks wonky, percentage equals, so percentage equals per 100. Okay, so B, $28 per hour. So that is a rate since you're comparing two quantities, which is money earned and time. Rate equals comparing money with time. C, 60 kilometers per hour. Again, that's a rate. So comparing distance with time. Letter D, 12% interest per year. There's a percentage sign, and that percentage sign means per 100 each year. Letter E, $3.50 per liter. That is rate since you're comparing money and volume. Money with volume. Great, so let's move on to question 2. Explain why 25 students in a class is not a rate. So in order for something to be a rate, you need to be comparing two quantities. Since we're only saying 25 students, you're not exactly comparing it with another quantity. So we can say not a rate since, well, we can say nor quantities compared. Great. So number 3, a foreign plan charges $40 per month. Is this a rate or a percentage? Explain your reasoning. So we can tell off the bat that it's a rate since you're comparing money, which in this case is $40, with month. Well, time, technically. Okay. Great, that's section A done. Let's move on to section B, understanding meaning, no calculation. So explain in words what a 20% discount means. So 20%, so discount means that you're reducing a price. So the 20% means that you're reducing the price by 20 per 100 of the original price. So we can say price reduced by 20 per 100 of the original price. Cool. So number 5, explain what $1.80 per kilogram tells a consumer. That's pretty straightforward. So it's a rate. So $1.80 per kilogram, so the consumer. So you're basically comparing. So the consumer has to pay $1.80 per kilogram. So consumer pays $1.80. $80 per kilogram. So you're compares price by price and weight. Okay. A news report states that unemployment has risen by 2%. Explain what this means without using numbers. So risen means increased by 2%, so that means that there's a higher amount of unemployment than before, basically. Of unemployment. Than before. Okay. So what does the phrase per year tell you when used with a rate or percentage? So per year basically it means shows rate applies each year. So shows rate applied is applied per year. Okay. Section C, rates versus percentages. Explain one key difference between a rate and a percentage. So keyword for rate is comparing. So rate equals compares two different, we can say units for short, 2 different units or quantities, whatever you want to call it. Whereas percentages, they mean parts per 100. So question 9, why can a rate involve different units but a percentage cannot? So it's important to understand with rates, you're comparing 2 different quantities. So for example, $20 per hour. But with percentages, you're only comparing parts of a whole. So say 15% of $20. There's no two different quantities, it's only one. So question 10, give one real life example of a rate, again like $20 per hour. So you're comparing your money earned by time. Then percentage, like I said, we can make it different, like 10% discount. Section D, interpreting context. A casual worker earns $30 per hour. Identify the rate. $30 per hour. And then B, explain what it means in words. Rate compares pay by hours worked. Okay, so 12, a jacket is advertised as 25% off. What information is missing? The original price. B, explain why is this information important? Because you need to find the discount value. Without the original price, how are you gonna know how much is the discounted amount? Okay. Number 13, fuel costs $2.10 per liter. What two quantities are being compared? Cost and liters. Cost and liters. You could say fuel. Okay. B, why is this a rate and not a percentage? Because you're comparing two different units. And there's no percentage sign. Two different units. And not per 100, which is percentage. So let's move on with section E, some common misconceptions. A student says 20% is the same as $20. Explain why this statement is incorrect. So when we're talking about percentages, it needs to be of something. So for example, in this context, 20% needs to be of a certain amount. And this is because it really depends on the total amount. So we can say, because percentage depends on the total value. And when you're doing 20% of something, it's not always going to be $20 or a fixed amount. So it really all depends on what it's going to equate to. So we can say the result changes. The result changes with the whole. the result changes with the whole value. Okay. Can a percentage exist without a whole? Explain your answer. No, because a percentage always refers to a portion of a total amount. No, because percentage is equal to portion total amount. 16. Why is a number meaningless if it is given without units when describing a rate? Because without units, it's just going to be random numbers. And, without units, we really don't know what quantities we're comparing with. So we can say without units, quantities compared are not known. Okay, section F, the last section. In your own words, explain what a rate is. We've done this before. Rate is basically comparing two quantities. Comparing two, you can say it needs to be two different quantities. Okay, 18, same. In your own words, explain what a percentage is. So a percentage is equals the value as part of 100. So question 19, explain why percentages are useful when comparing things of different sizes. So with percentages, it basically helps us to compare things fairly when the totals are different. So for example, you can be tricked into thinking that, 40 out of 50 is smaller than 70 out of 100. But in reality, when we convert them to percentages, they actually are 80% and 70% respectively. So we can really compare them fairly. So we can say percentages compare fairly when totals are different. Hope that makes sense. So 20. A product claims to be 50% better. Explain why this statement may be misleading. So, for example, a restaurant claims that, we're 50% better. But that's it. You don't know what it is being compared to. McDonald's, KFC, you really don't know. So you're very vague about that statement because you're not comparing it to another quantity. So we can say unclear what is compared to. What is compared to. And that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you really understand the meanings of rates and percentages, as they can easily bring your mark down. I hope this helped. And yeah, see you all in the next video.